Coming up on this episode of Heart of Vegas, we're taking you to an incredible ranch on the far side of Mount Charleston, where one local nonprofit is providing hope, health, and healing to some very deserving kids in the community. Then, we're visiting the longest-running farmers market in Las Vegas to find out how you can improve your health while supporting small local businesses. Plus, hear why it's so important to the UNLV men's basketball team and coaching staff to spend quality time with some of their youngest fans in the city. And finally, an exclusive interview with the president of the Las Vegas Latin Chamber of Commerce, Otto Marita, this episode's Heart of Vegas honoree. Stay tuned. That's all coming up on this episode of Heart of Vegas. To many visitors, Las Vegas is the world's playground, the city that never sleeps. But to the nearly 2 million people who call this place home, Las Vegas is so much more. A town of art and culture, natural beauty, vibrant youth, and incredible community spirit. Together, we celebrate it all. This is Heart of Vegas. Only on Cox Channel 96, connecting you to your community. Going to summer sleepaway camp is one of those special times in children's lives that they remember forever. But for many kids in the Las Vegas area, their illnesses, disabilities, or special health care needs prevent them from being able to attend a traditional summer camp. Luckily for those children, they have somewhere even more incredible to experience the joys of camp, a special place on the backside of Mount Charleston called Torino Ranch. Run by the local nonprofit Torino Foundation. It all started with the foundation's executive director, Carrie Tillman, and her co-founder, Las Vegas real estate developer, Brett Torino.
So in 1994, he was turned on to this property by a couple of friends in the real estate world. And he had this vision, and I'll never forget when he first brought me up, what you see up here is nothing like what we acquired when it was purchased in 1994. So we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And I had this very simple idea to bring some kids up that couldn't go to camp because of their illness and conditions. Long story short, next year we had 54 kids up for our first camp.
And that was just the beginning. Now, the nonprofit foundation spends all year fundraising and planning for a packed summer schedule of various camp programs. Each 4-day, 3-night camp catering to a different group of kids with special needs.
It just started growing. You know, we just started seeing more needs in the community. For example, autism, now we have 2 programs. We could have 5 and they would all be filled.
Another one of the passionate staff members who has dedicated herself to the foundation's mission of providing hope, health, and healing is Program Director Julie Nybakken.
Camp has totally changed my life. I started here in 2007. I did my first camp, so this was my 7th season, and I just fell in love with the people and the facility as soon as I did my first camp. It fills a really big need. There are a lot of children that come up to camp that don't have the opportunity to go to camp anywhere else. We are set up here to accommodate a lot of special needs kids with intellectual disabilities and critically ill.
The foundation has taken every measure to make sure all the campers' special needs are accounted for, from doctors and behavior specialists on site to intensive training given to the people who volunteer as camp counselors. But perhaps most importantly, they want to make sure that every child who comes to the ranch can forget about his or her daily struggles for just 1 week of the year and simply be a kid. A kid who feels
happy.
It's just the best time of their lives, you know? That sounds corny and cliche, but I ask them sometimes, Christmas or camp? And they're like, camp all the way.
Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake, ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. King of sweet,
especially this group of children with autism, they look so forward to this moment because it's a place where they truly fit in. They're not judged, they're not bullied, they're not ridiculed, they're really accepted, not only accepted, but appreciated for who they are. And it's just really a beautiful thing to see that.
I think it's fun. You get to swim, you get to canoe, you get to go rock climbing, you get to jump, well, if it rains, you get to jump in puddles, but not always. And you get to sing and you get to dance.
It's my first time here, and I love Torino Ranch. I am making lots of friends here and lots of fun, and I get so excited.
And at Torino Ranch, there is so much for the kids to get excited about, including the amazing community members who choose to spend their time off from work or college volunteering as camp counselors.
I'm volunteering at all the camps this year. I just love the kind of impact that we can make on these kids for the 4 days that they're out here, and really see how we can help them kind of improve their lives for at least a few days.
The reason I come up are the kids. They are so fantastic. They have the best attitudes. They go through so much every day, and we only get to share their 4 days of their lives with them, but they live with this every day, so they're the heroes.
So there's one camper I've been working with every summer, and I think this is the third year now that we've come together, and it's been amazing with the different things to see him be here and to be happy and to be excited. I mean, he's smiling all day and he's ready to do everything. So just that, him being happy is really, the biggest thing.
Because the Torino Foundation operates as a nonprofit, volunteers are absolutely essential to the success of their operations.
We need upwards of 500 people at the ranch every summer to come out and donate 4 days of their time to show the children that come to camp a good time. We couldn't do it without them. And based on participation of the volunteers, that sort of determines our camp numbers. So we go into each camp season planning for a certain amount of campers, but we cannot invite all of those campers until we have enough volunteers. So we are literally pounding the pavement, sending the word out, usually up until the day of camp, believe it or not.
And for those who make the commitment to volunteer at the Torino Ranch or work for the Torino Foundation, the experience can be life-changing.
So when you're out here, everyone gets to, re-experience their childhood if they're not a child. And I think it changes your perspective. You go home and you are changed. I always tell all my friends, all my family, all the volunteers, I'm like, no, you don't understand. This isn't just for the campers. It is going to do as much for you, maybe even more, if you just open your heart and your mind to it.
The bottom line is I like helping people, and that's what the Torino Foundation does all year long. We're focused on helping upwards of 500 children in the community, and that is very, very rewarding.
It's for sure just something that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
So I think I look forward to coming again.
Camp is cool.
Torino Foundation is part of the Heart of Vegas because we do truly offer health, hope, and healing. And up here, it's magic.
Still ahead on this episode of Heart of Vegas, find out how small businesses are getting a big boost from a local farmers market committed to health and wellness. Plus, get an inside look at the Dave Rice Youth Basketball Camps, where the UNLV men's basketball program aims to inspire the next generation of basketball players in Las Vegas. And stick around to hear how Otto Marita has made it his mission to help grow the Latin business community in Las Vegas. That's all coming up right here on Heart of Vegas.
This is my contour, and it's reshaping TV to perfectly match
Me. It puts everything I like up front and recommends new things
I love. So I search less and discover more. From the perfect show for me now
to the perfect show whenever. It's all my favorites and everything I'm into.
This isn't one size fits all. Contour is TV.
just for me.
Introducing Contour, only from Cox. Cox Las Vegas is proud to support our community through Cox Charities, which awards cash grants to numerous civic and nonprofit organizations. Working in partnership with United Way, Cox Charities includes a committee of employees who review grant applications and select the deserving recipients. This year, 28 organizations shared $168,000 in grants funded by Cox Charities. We're proud of our continued support of the community. To learn more about Cox Charities, visit www.coxcharitiesLV.com.
Welcome back to Heart of Vegas on Cox Channel 96. Here's a Las Vegas fun fact. Did you know that Las Vegas is widely known as the wedding capital of the world? On average, the city of Las Vegas gives out 100,000 marriage licenses each year, making it one of the most popular destinations on the planet to tie the knot. Now, back to Heart of Vegas. Nothing will make you feel more in touch with the community and your neighbors than a stroll through the Las Vegas Farmers Market. The award-winning Las Vegas Farmers Market at Bruce Trent Park is the longest-running farmers market in the city, drawing crowds of up to 5,000 local Las Vegans each Wednesday afternoon. The market's passionate organizers, Stephen Johnson and his wife Ginger, believe the key to a successful farmers market is selecting only high-quality vendors.
With my markets, you have to make it, bake it, sow it, or grow it. Everything we have is fresh. We are not forgers. My farmers, they have to show me a certificate stating that they are the farmer, they are the grower, they are the producer. It's a passion because we're doing something for the community.
And the community certainly appreciates it.
I realized I wanted to start eating healthier, and the farmers market makes it really easy, and it's the best place to do it.
Yeah, that's great. They really do a good job here, and because you only have one chance at life, and health is very, very important.
We come to the farmers market probably like every Wednesday just because we love the local produce, I guess, and we love Garden Grill. That's probably our favorite thing. It's all vegan.
All the vendors take enormous pride in the food and goods that they sell, and they hope their customers can taste, feel, and appreciate the difference.
Yeah, we get great comments. A lot of people are really surprised on how fresh everything is, and that really is our niche. Everything is usually picked on a Monday or a Tuesday, and we're here on a Wednesday, so it really cannot get any fresher. And we're all about flavor. We can leave fruits on the tree a little bit longer, or if it's a vegetable, we leave it on the vine or in the ground a little bit longer to where we get the maximum amount of flavor. That's what we want for our customers, to have a really good experience with our fruits and vegetables so that they come back every week.
All of our dressings are all natural ingredients. We don't use any preservatives. There's nothing artificial. You can taste that there are fresh ingredients, and we do make every bottle by hand here locally. We bottle it, label it, everything. So when we say we make it here in Las Vegas, we truly make it.
Some vendors say there's even a health advantage to buying locally produced goods.
So we're here in Vegas. I've got 49 beehives, and we get all local honey from the local plants and trees and flowers. And as the bees go collecting that pollen, you eat that honey, you're ingesting little bits of pollen. As long as the honey's raw and uncooked, which ours is, it's raw and unpasteurized. And what that does, it makes your body actually develop a natural immunity to the allergies. So it cures your allergies. You go through the pains to actually produce it right here in the city, which I think is important. So to give that local product to the people, that's an important thing.
Connecting the Las Vegas community with healthy foods and locally sourced goods isn't the only thing that has fueled Stephen Johnson's commitment to the Las Vegas Farmers Market since 1999. He has also been proud to help small businesses in the area.
We've probably put 300 or 400 people from the market into a business of their own, with a brick and mortar, and it's a stepping stone. And if opportunity arises to go to a bigger venue, we encourage it. We encourage it. We encourage all the markets they can do. We're behind them 100%.
For many of the vendors, that support from the Las Vegas Farmers Market has made all the difference in their small businesses.
Anything that they believe in, then they'll help you. Like us, they've helped us come this far along. But they'll stand behind you if they believe in your product.
I think it just spreads the word, so we get new business every week. It brings in side orders. I do cater, so I've gotten, birthday parties, and I did a bridal shower last Saturday, and so it helps with that.
We feel that it's very important for us to be here at the farmers market because it allows us to interact one-on-one with our local customers and puts a face and an identity to our business. We can get feedback, we can find out about other local events, and it's easier to educate our customers about our products.
I wouldn't be able to do this without this local farmers market. My mission is to be able to get dogs healthier. And to be able to go into a brick and mortar would be too much. So having this local farmer market brings people that are interested in being healthier. So that's what we're surrounded with, and it puts you around the same people with the same mindset too. The local vendors, we all have the same mission.
A mission to bring the community together in the pursuit of healthy living.
Las Vegas Farmers Market is part of the heart of Las Vegas because of the community that gets together, pulls together as families every week.
Still ahead on this episode of Heart of Vegas, see how excited these young fans of the UNLV Runnin' Rebels basketball team are when they get the opportunity to shoot hoops with their heroes. And stay tuned as we hear from this episode's very special Heart of Vegas honoree, Otto Marita.
This is my contour, and it's reshaping TV to perfectly match
me. It puts everything I like up front and recommends new things
I love. So I search less and discover more. From the perfect show for me now
to the perfect show whenever. It's all my favorites and everything
I'm into. This isn't one size fits all. Contour is TV.
Just for me.
Introducing Contour, only from Cox.
Cox Las Vegas is proud to support our community through Cox Charities, which awards cash grants to numerous civic and nonprofit organizations. Working in partnership with United Way, Cox Charities includes a committee of employees who review grant applications and select the deserving recipients. This year, 28 organizations shared $168,000 in grants funded by Cox Charities. We're proud of our continued support of the community. To learn more about Cox Charities, visit www.coxcharitieslv.com.
Welcome back to Heart of Vegas on Cox Channel 96. Here's a Las Vegas fun fact. Did you know that even though the Las Vegas desert may look quiet and empty at first glance, it's actually home to hundreds of animal species, including different kinds of sheep, foxes, coyotes, bats, horses, owls, tortoises, and other kinds of reptiles. You might even find some living right in your neighborhood. Now, back to Heart of Vegas.
We're going to learn some things. We're going to play hard. But more than anything, we're going to have fun.
It's a pep talk that head coach Dave Rice of the men's UNLV basketball team has given many times. But the player huddle might look a little different than usual.
Run Rebels on 3. 1, 2, 3.
For the last 5 years, Coach Rice has taken time out of his team's busy practice schedule to host a series of summer basketball camps for school-aged boys and girls in the community.
Go get your balls and head over to Coach Bryce.
It's an opportunity for local kids and their parents to interact with Coach Rice and learn why he is so passionate about the UNLV basketball program.
Let's make sure our guys hold the balls during stretch. Are you really? So you'll be back next week? That's great. Hey, you've done a great job this week. Let's have another good day, all right? You having fun? Yeah. Good. Well, I was fortunate. I was able to come here as an undergraduate scholarship athlete at UNLV, was able to go to 2 Final Fours, win a national championship. I was able to get 2 degrees at UNLV. I was an assistant coach at UNLV for 11 years and now starting my 5th year as a head coach. And it's just been so obvious over the years how important Runner Rebel basketball is to our community. We are the show in town. We're the pro team in town, so to speak. And it's so great for us to be able to give back and be able to spend time with young people. And that's why we have our coaching staff involved in the camp. We have our players involved in the camp. And there are a lot of very young Runner Rebel fans. And it's exciting for us.
And it's certainly exciting for the campers as well.
It was really fun and amazing. I had a good time. It was awesome.
He loved it so much we're signed up for next week.
It was fun and I learned a lot.
I feel like it's really special because girls can do it too, and we can prove that we can play with the boys.
I think it's awesome. I'm learning a lot. Camps like this, they teach you fundamentals and things like that and how to have fun.
But what makes the experience so unforgettable is who the kids get to work with.
It was so cool learning from the UNLV basketball players.
I'm kind of like starstruck, like, oh my God.
I got to play with the UNLV players and it was so cool.
They're great. They help me a lot. They teach me new moves. They just help me. They're big role models. I look up to them.
And it wasn't so long ago that our players were actually at basketball camps, wherever that may have been, whatever place they were from. And I think it's interesting to see some of our guys and how they interact with the young kids. And they certainly are role models. They're heroes to these young people, and to be able to see them be able to spend time and to give back. And then the other thing, too, is an opportunity for our players to see how fortunate we are to be part of something so special as Runner Rebel basketball, and it gives us an opportunity to give back to young people.
The moment they walk in the door, everybody's excited, good energy.
And being here with the kids and, helping out and seeing how they look up to us and stuff, it really, it makes your day.
I definitely think it's a very special situation because these kids actually look up to us as role models and just positive influence on their life, and to be able to talk to these kids and actually do dribbling drills with them and just basically have a good time and enjoy this event.
I love teaching kids that attitude is everything. Energy and effort is the way to get on the court, to win over the fans' heart.
It's very special to know that we can be role models for little kids like that, because I was once in their shoes, like I just said, so it's very special to me and to the rest of my teammates. It really is. Coming to little camps and playing with the older kids and stuff, it really, I remember those days. I remember how it felt for them to acknowledge you and show you love and stuff, and we're trying to do the same thing for the little kids now.
At the end of an exciting week of drills, scrimmages, and training, the kids leave Coach Rice's camp with an energized love for the game of basketball and a few autographed mementos of their time spent with the UNLV players and coaches. From Coach Rice to the UNLV players to the young campers, it's hard to say who enjoyed their time spent on the court together the most.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Dave Rice basketball camps are part of the heart of Vegas because we're all part of a vibrant, exciting community, and we all have an opportunity and an obligation to give back. And that's what we do with camp. But we teach about basketball, but we also give back to a community that's excited about the Runner Rebels. And this is a special place to live and to work, and we're just happy to be part of it.
Stay tuned for a special tribute to the president of the Las Vegas Latin Chamber of Commerce, Otto Marita, this episode's Heart of Vegas honoree.
This is my contour, and it's reshaping TV to perfectly match
me. It puts everything I like up front and recommends new things
I love. So I search less and discover more. From the perfect show for me now
to the perfect show whenever. It's all my favorites and everything
I'm into. This isn't one size fits all. Contour is TV.
Just for me.
Introducing Contour, only from Cox.
Cox Las Vegas is proud to support our community through Cox Charities, which awards cash grants to numerous civic and nonprofit organizations. Working in partnership with United Way, Cox Charities includes a committee of employees who review grant applications and select the deserving recipients. This year, 28 organizations shared $168,000 in grants funded by Cox Charities. We're proud of our continued support of the community. To learn more about Cox Charities, visit www.coxcharitiesLV.com.
Madison. Did you know that more than 50,000 lost, unwanted, and abandoned pets will enter the Animal Foundation's lead shelter this year? Join me to become part of the solution to save and protect these innocent lives. Please adopt, spay, and neuter your pet, volunteer, or give a gift. My sincere wish is that there will be no homeless, neglected, or abused animals in our community. Let's give each and every one a fair chance at finding its forever home and all the love that comes with it. Right, Josephine?
Welcome back to Heart of Vegas on Cox Channel 96. Here's a Las Vegas fun fact. Did you know that the Stratosphere Tower on the Las Vegas Strip is the tallest freestanding observation tower in the entire country? At 1,149 feet, it's also the tallest single building west of the Mississippi River. Now, back to Heart of Vegas. Only on Cox Channel 96, connecting you to your community. Cox Channel 96 is proud to recognize Otto Marita as the honoree of this episode of Heart of Vegas.
I'm very privileged to have received this. I think Cox, one of the things that I like about Cox is the fact that they have community groups and community programs that reflects what's going on in Southern Nevada and so forth. So I think I appreciate this very much.
As a child, Otto immigrated to the United States from Cuba as a political refugee in 1961 and then settled down in Las Vegas in 1974.
I love Las Vegas. I love Nevada. One of the things that I love is that when I looked around, I said, this is still a state that you can come and have an impact. I thought it was a nice thing to come and to contribute, and that's what I did.
Otto has held various positions in local and state government and is passionate about helping the Latino community of Las Vegas succeed.
In 1978, we created the Latin Chamber of Commerce. One of the things that we thought that was important was to go ahead and think about how can we have a positive contribution, Hispanics, in Southern Nevada and the state of Nevada. So we thought that by creating an economic entity, like a Chamber of Commerce, we can then contribute in terms of economics, political, and social. I think one of the things that we are proud is that even though there have been criticism about our migration and so forth, you find that most of the individuals that are here that are from Central America, from Mexico, from other countries, from Cuba, that we get them as refugees and so forth, they are actually going ahead, and in many instances they are starting up businesses. And that's what we need. We need to have people that are entrepreneurs, that will create wealth, that will create jobs, and that's what the Chamber is all about.
As the president of the Las Vegas Latin Chamber of Commerce, Otto has been a strong advocate for diversity in our city, both in and out of the workplace.
I think the Heart of Vegas is integrating our communities. I think if you look at what in Vegas was 30 years ago, and now it have changed dramatically. So I think we are people that actually are more than willing, and we want to actually integrate and help each other and move the agenda of Nevada forward. That's what we want to do.
Thank you, Otto Marita, for being an integral part of the Heart of Vegas. Thanks for watching this episode of Heart of Vegas. You can now join the Heart of Vegas community by liking us on Facebook. Just visit facebook.com/Cox Heart of Vegas. we'd like to send a special thank you to all of the wonderful community members and organizations who made this episode possible, including the Torino Foundation, the Las Vegas Farmers Market, the UNLV Men's Basketball Program, and the Las Vegas Latin Chamber of Commerce. Heart of Vegas is brought to you by Cox Channel 96, connecting you to your community.